7. Girls Zone. What is Girls Zone? These are resources by girls for girls to help them reach their potential. Many girls they ask themselves such questions. 1. Why am I bleeding? 2. My period has started. What should I do? 3. Menstruation. 4. How often will I get my periods? 5. Tips for managing period pain. 6. Hygiene during your period. 7. Period myth, what is fact? And what is friction? Don't worry, in today's video I'll answer all those questions. 1. Why am I bleeding? Basic information about menstruation. Getting your period, also known as menstruation, is natural. It happens approximately every month for 1.8 billion girls and women around the world. Most girls start between the age of 10 and 15. During your period, a small amount of blood comes out of the vagina for around 3 to 7 days. The period is coming from your womb, uterus. Menstruation is something that happens to all girls when they are in the process of becoming an adult. When you bleed, it means your reproductive organ is now active and that you can become pregnant when you have sex. It is always better for the health of mothers and babies to wait until a mother is an adult before having children. Though it can be scary at first and something you will have to manage monthly, it is important to remember that getting your period is a sign that you're healthy and that your body is growing properly. 2. My period has started. What should I do? Tips of managing your period. Your period doesn't have to get in the way of your life. It's normal and natural, and nothing to be embarrassed or worried about. As a starting point, tell a parent, older sibling, friend or a female teacher. They may be able to help get you the right information and the products that you need. Products? I know you can start asking yourself again. What products? When you bleed, you will need to use a sanitary product to absorb the blood and prevent it from staining your clothes. There are a range of choices, the most popular of which is the sanitary pad. There are 2 different kinds: disposable and reusable cloth pads. Other options include tampons and sanitary cups. What you decide to use will depend on what is easily available in your location. Here are the 4 things to remember. 1. Always wash your hands before and after changing a sanitary product. 2. Do not try to flush sanitary product down the toilet, as it will cause a blockage. Instead, wrap it in plastic or newspaper and dispose of it in a bin. 3. You can buy disposable pads and tampons from chemists and supermarkets. 4. Stay prepared by tracking your cycle and carrying sanitary products in your bag. Got more questions about menstruation? We've got covered. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and let's continue. 3. Menstruation. How much blood will I lose? It may seem like a lot, but it is only around 3 tablespoons in total. Will I bleed the same amount on each day of period? No. You'll experience the heaviest flow on the first day of your period, and it gradually lessens until it stops after a few days. This means you'll need more absorbent sanitary products on the first day of your period compared to the last. What if I don't have a sanitary product on me and I am far from home? If a female teacher or friend can't help, you can fold tissue or toilet paper together to make a temporary pad and use it in your underwater. This won't last for long, but can help until you find something more suitable. Will anyone know I am on my period? No. Unless you decided to tell, no one will know that you are on your period, as there are no signs of menstruation visible to anyone else. However, it is a good idea to tell family or a friend if it is your first period and you need help. Can I go to school and play sports? Yes. There is no reason why you should stay away from school or stop playing sports as usual. Just make sure you carry sanitary products with you in case you need to change them during the school day. I haven't started my period yet. What should I do? We are different and our bodies develop at different rates. This is nothing to be alarmed about, and speaking to a female teacher may help you to understand what is happening. Only consider seeing a doctor if you are over 16 years old and your period still hasn't started, if your period routine lasts for 7 days or more, or your period begins and then stops suddenly. What is the difference between disposable pads and cloth pads? Disposable pads are used once and then thrown away, while cloth pads can be used, washed or reused once they dry. Do I need to see a doctor when I start menstruation? No. Menstruation is normal and natural. My period don't come once a month like the other girls. What should I do? Don't panic. For the first or 2 years after your first period, your period might be a bit irregular. This is because your body takes some time to adjust. Also be aware that some girls get period every 21 days, while others get theirs every 35 days. The average is about 28 days. 4. How often will I get my periods? Understanding your menstrual cycle. Understanding your menstrual cycle improves your menstrual health and well-being. It also allows you track when you might get your period. The menstruation cycle is a series of natural processes that girls and women go through to prepare for pregnancy. Your menstrual cycle is controlled by natural substances produced in your body called hormones, which go up and down depending on what stage you are in your cycle. The average menstrual cycle will last around 28 days, but some cycle are short 21 days, and other are longer 35 days. The important things to understand is that all girls are a bit different, so it is perfectly natural for your own menstrual cycle length to be between 21 and 35 days. The first day of your period is the start of your menstrual cycle. Your uterus lining breaks down and you begin menstruation, bleeding. 2 weeks later your ovaries release an egg, and your uterus thickens. This is ovulation. Just before and during ovulation is when you are most likely to get pregnant. If the egg is not fertilized, it will leave your body, and menstruation begins again. Understanding your menstrual cycle can improve your life. To predict your next period, you need to know the date when your last period started, and the length of your menstrual cycle. The length of your cycle is the number counted from the first day of one period, up to and including the day before your next period. Let's say you started your period on the 6th of October, if your cycle lasts about 28 days, then, if you look on a calendar, your next period should come around the 4th of November. It will take you a few menstrual cycles to understand your body, but it is worth it. 5. Tips for managing period pain. Pain before and during period. What should I do? It is normal for some girls to feel pain in their lower abdomen, stomach area during period. This pain comes because your body is shedding and squeezing menstrual fluid, blood, out. You may also get a sore back or feel sick, dizzy and bloated. The pain and sickness is nothing to worry about as your body recovers after just a few days. If continue to feel unwell though, see a doctor. Here are the 5 top tips to relieve pain before and during your period. 1. Stay active. A brisk 30-minute walk can help, as can some light stretching exercises. 2. Apply a warm heating pad to your stomach. 3. Drink plenty of water to stay hydrated. 4. Eat a balanced diet that includes a good amount of fruit and vegetables. 5. If the pain gets particularly bad, you can take painkillers every 4 to 6 hours, or go see a doctor. 6. Hygiene during your period. What can I do during my period to stay clean and healthy? It is important to stay clean during your period. Blood is not dirty, but leaks can happen and unchanged pads and cloths can become smelly. There are 8 things you can do during your period to help you feel fresher and more comfortable. 1. Wash outside your genital area at least once a day. If you do not have access to a shower or bath, use a small amount of water, soap and soft cloth. 2. Change your sanitary products, e.g. pads or cloths, every 6 hours at least, or when you feel the cloth is getting full. 3. Wash your hands with soap before and after changing your sanitary product. 4. If possible, rinse your genital area with water after using the toilet. 5. Don't use any product like soap or deodorant inside the vagina. 6. Keep the area between your legs dry. 7. Always wash cloth out with a small amount of cold soapy water and rinse well. Find a private place to dry the cloth and avoid reusing a damp one. 8. Use clean underwear and wash regularly. If you do all these things, I'm sure you will be clean. 7. Correcting menstruation myths. What is fact? What is friction? Menstruation was a mystery before science could explain it. For this reason, a lot of different ideas and beliefs have been created. Many have been proven wrong, but some persist in many countries around the world. These myths tend to suggest that menstruation is a disease or a curse, or that a woman's body is polluted when she is experiencing periods. Such beliefs cause discrimination against women. Educate yourself about what is fact and what is fiction. Myth 1. Girls who are on their period are impure, dirty or even cursed. There is nothing impure or dirty about menstruation or menstrual fluid. Bleeding is not a sign that you are cursed either. It is an essential bodily process, and the fluid that comes out of you is a harmless mixture of blood and tissue. Myth 2. Girls should not take a shower or bath during their period. This is not true. Taking a shower, changing your sanitary product, e.g. pad or tampon, and using clean underwear are essential parts of good menstrual hygiene. Myth 3. Girls will get ill due to the heavy blood loss during their period. Menstruation in healthy women does not cause iron deficiency anemia. Blood loss during a period in healthy women is not more than around 3 tablespoons. Myth 4. Girls cannot get pregnant during their period. Another myth, it is in fact possible for a girl to get pregnant if she has sexual intercourse, even she is bleeding from her vagina. Myth 5. Girls should not go to school, worship or hang out with boys when on their period. This is not the case. There is no reason why you should stay away from school, church or boys. Just make sure you carry sanitary products with you in case you need to change them during the school day. Myth 6. Sanitary products cause infertility. Another myth, sanitary products are perfectly safe. They are needed to hold menstrual blood. If you don't use them, blood could stain your cloths and make you uncomfortable. Myth 7. When girls get their period early, around 10 years old, it means they have been having sex. This is not true. Each girl is different and it is perfectly natural for menstruation to begin between 10 and 15 years of age. Have we missed a myth that is common in your village or town? Please leave a comment. Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe.